Okay, we're going to finish up here. Again, we were addressing the effect or the issue of slack being in the cover and the shell. The kit that the client ordered just was the cover itself. That's the only thing that comes in those kits is just the cover. In this situation, because of the wear and tear of the original cover, it left an impression here, and that impression is not very severe, but it is going to be transferable to the new cover, and so you will have just a little slight indentation, and as you begin to rest your arm in that area, that indentation will become more noticeable. So before we took a break, we were considering adding some Dacron padding to the cover to kind of fill that out and to allow the cover to fit better on the shell and give a more smooth, uniform look. And we decided not to go with the Dacron padding, and it's a little puffy and thick, but you can always split it and use the thickness that you want. But what we decided to go with is some just headliner material, and it's about 1/8 of an inch thick. And so we're going to use this headliner material that we just cut off of a roll that we have laying in the shop. And this right here is going to add the plushness and the thickness that we're looking for, and at the same time address just that little indentation there. So yeah, we already pre-cut a little of this. And again, this does not come in your kit that you order from whoever you decide to purchase an aftermarket pre-assembled console cover from. The only thing they send you, the kit, is this, the cover itself. So for you do-it-yourselfers, yeah, you can get that, slip it on, but if you have a cover that has, extensive damage, that has, manifested onto the foam, then you're gonna want to have some padding or something to make that cover looks good. Make sure you get a proper fit. And so again, this little piece of material does not come with your kit, but if Zion's Custom Upholstery puts it on for you, then we'll add whatever padding that's needed. Or if you decide, hey, I don't feel like ordering it, I don't know where to order it from, I'm just gonna let those guys handle it, we will custom make it. We don't have to order it. We will make it based off of our inventory of vinyls and leathers and what have you, based off the color and grain of the OEM product, or you can customize that. So where you may have had the original be this caramel or tannish looking color, and you decided, hey man, I just want to change things up. I want to go just totally out there and go black or brown or whatever. We can accommodate you with that. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put some adhesive here and here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get this thing installed. And what you want to do when you're applying that contact cement, or any adhesive, you want to get it, you want to let it get tacky. And when you're dealing with contact adhesive, contact cement rather, you want to apply it to both surfaces. That way you get a better contact. So we're gonna let them get tacky to the touch. You don't want it to transfer to your hands. Once it's tacky, then you know you can go ahead and make contact. So again, this is the front. And how do we know that? Just those little brackets there for the opening, closing lever. That's so slow. I went ahead and made a little F here on the front, or indicating the front. That doesn't come on your material when you order it, but we kind of pre-fit it and made that determination. You can already notice that with adding the padding, it's already just filling out a lot better than what it would have been if we just slapped the cover on. So let's go ahead and staple it down. Let's go ahead and get these corners stationary. That way we'll know for certain. what I'm doing here, you're working from top to bottom, side to side, and you're just kind of like rotating around. You don't ever want to just run a series of staples this side and run a series of staples that side. And no, you kind of want to go catty corner and bounce around, and you want to always just flip it over and take a look at it and make sure everything is lining up, that your lines are nice and straight, and where they're designed to go, which on this particular console is right down the edges. And so you want to just make sure that your lines, your seams are lining up good, and that your material is nice and tight. So if you just have it flipped over and you just throwing staples off in there and not taking a moment to flip it over and adjust it and take a look, then chances are when you get done, it's going to be wrong. And wrong is not look good. What I'm doing here, I'm just making a couple cuts to allow the material to fall in between the little prongs and clips that help retain the shell to the base or to the bottom portion cover. And those making those little cuts and clips moves the material out of the way and allows the shell just to contact and sit flush the way that the manufacturer had and designed it. And just make sure you don't pull one seam too far one way and the other seam, be off. Just make sure they're falling right where they're designed to go, which is right there on the edge of the shell. It's just nice and tight. You don't never want to be able to grip the material between your fingers. That is a clear indication that it's not tight enough. we're gonna take up this staple here. And a lot of times when you start on a cover or even an exercise bench seat or anything where staples are being applied, a lot of times you have to put what you call set staples in. And a set staple is just a staple to get the material in a position where you can begin the process. And that set staple is not necessarily in its final setting, if that makes sense. So you'll have to pull it out and maybe pour the material or adjust the material slightly, and then you can reestablish that staple. But that is a set staple, and reason being that this one is a set staple is because if you'll notice here, there is just a little wrinkle, just a little buckle in the material, and we can get rid of that if we remove that set staple, pour the material tighter, and reestablish a staple, and then we'll have that out. So let's do that. So we remove that staple, and we're gonna pull that material just a little tighter and pull out that little bitty wrinkle or buckle in the material that was there. Let's see, did that get it? And it did. And so upholstery or automotive upholstery, which we specialize here at Zion's Custom Upholstery, it is not rocket science, of course. The only thing that's rocket science is rocket science. Upholstery, however, is an attention to detail. So anyone can do this if you are attentive to detail. And that is one of the keys, or the key, to doing automotive upholstery and having a great looking finished product.